Hello, this is Daniel with Living Water Aeration, and today I want to talk to you about our Airpro pond aeration systems. And the systems that we're talking about right now are the ones that utilize our half horsepower compressor. In fact, it's a half horse rocking piston compressor. And this particular compressor can aerate 2 acres with the 2 diffuser system, which I'll explain in a minute. And then we also have the same system with an extra diffuser. So there's 3 dual head diffusers, and that's for our 3-acre system. You can find them on our website. The 2-acre system is item number PA65D, and the 3-acre system is item number PA66D. And they both have the same components, and we'll go over them now. So basically, you have dual head diffusers. So that's a diffuser with a self-sinking metallic base, and they each have 2 heads that go on the diffuser. These are going to actually be situated on the bottom of the pond in multiple locations. Next, I want to talk to you about our weighted airline. So this is our 3/8 inch weighted airline that comes standard with these systems. And like I say, it's weighted, so when you install it in the pond, it'll sink right to the bottom. One end is connected to the diffusers, and the other end will go into this cabinet here, connected to the compressor. Now let's talk about the cabinet for a minute. Okay, inside this cabinet, of course, is the compressor we mentioned, the half horsepower Stratus rocking piston compressor. You also have installed a receptacle outlet that you can wire up to plug the compressor inside, and you have a cooling fan built in that regulates the temperature inside the cabinet. Also featured in this cabinet is prefabricated knockout holes to where you can run the airline from outside the cabinet to connect it to the compressor. And then also on the side, there's vents to help keep the cabinet cool and let the airflow in and out. Also, what you're going to need for each of these systems is a valve manifold. So this is installed inside the cabinet. The compressor is hooked up on this end, and then you have 2 valves. And in fact, in the 3-acre system, you have a 3rd valve, and these each hook to an airline that goes out to the diffuser. The purpose of the valve is because air wants to flow to the point of least resistance, and if you don't have the valve system, you may have one diffuser that has more bubbles than the other, and without the valve system, you would not be able to regulate the air and evenly distribute the airflow to all the diffusers. Typically, you can aerate 2-acre ponds with 2 diffusers. It really all depends on your depth and the surface area of your pond. If you have any questions about that, feel free to email or call us. And then typically with 3 of these diffusers, you can aerate up to 3 acres of water. And the half horsepower compressor is powerful enough for that. So these are the components of the system. This is what you get if you purchase the system from us. And we want to thank you for watching the video. Our pond aeration systems are fairly easy to install. The systems that come with a cabinet also feature a receptacle outlet to where you can easily plug in your compressor and cooling fan right inside of the cabinet. Each aeration system has a valve manifold with short pieces of tubing that can easily be pulled out of the cabinet through the prefabricated knockout holes. The other end of the tubing will connect using a barb fitting to the rolls of tubing that come with the system. They have a stainless steel hose clamp that you can easily tighten with a wrench or socket set. To make it easier to install, you may want to stretch out the rolls of tubing over land before going into the water. The other end of the tubing will connect to the diffuser, and again, you'll utilize a stainless steel hose clamps to tighten the tubing onto the barb fitting. If you think you'll ever need to retrieve your diffuser, you may want to tie a rope to one end of the diffuser and tie the other end to a duck decoy or milk jug or something that floats in case you would ever want to retrieve it and pull it out of the water. It's easy to put the diffuser in the pond, simply lower it into the bottom of the pond. There's almost no wrong way to do this, as we've tested it many times, and the diffuser always lands on the metallic base first with the diffusers facing up. Now once you have the diffuser lowered to the bottom of the pond, you're ready to turn on your compressor. Then you will see bubbles coming to the surface of the water as shown, and that's how you know you're on your way to a healthy pond.